wish to congratulate you on the inaugural recording
There.
that you have
Started.
today. It is the 28th of January, 10:24 Eastern Standard Time. My name is Deon.
My name is Rohini, but on the YouTube and everything else that I do, I say Ro because no one can ever pronounce my name.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. So
we don't have names like Bradley or Elizabeth.
no.
So that kind of,
yeah. So I just say Ro, and even when people say, "Well, what is really your name?" and I say Rohini, and they're like, "Can you say that slower?" and I'm like, "Really?"
That's slower.
So yeah.
There's like kind of minor issues that people really complain about. What they call microtransactions.
Yeah.
That's what the youth call them.
That's why I named my kid a normal name, because I don't want her to go through what I've been going through all my life.
I'm the exact same way. If I had a child, her name would be Elizabeth or Chloe or something. Chelsea.
Yeah. Something simple.
My kitten was named Priscilla for
Oh. Yeah, especially because I hate going to a store and they have those like keychains and stuff with everyone's name, but I could never find mine. I could just never find my name. So like, I need to have my kid have a name that is easy for her to like, boom. Oh, my name is there. Yeah.
It's funny because I looked at my birth certificate. The name on my birth certificate was Jogishwar.
Okay.
And I was not going through life as a Jogishwar. I went to a judge and changed that.
Oh, if only I was smart enough to do that too. But I
never had any attachment to
yeah.
it, so
Yeah, now it's too late. Everyone knows me for my name. So
right.
However, I never changed my name when I got married.
Okay.
Because I felt like I was born with that name.
Right.
I want to leave with that name. The name was given to me. I didn't want to be forced. Oh, you're getting married, so you need to take the man's last name.
Right. It's a very antiquated tradition.
Yeah.
I was going to say anachronistic.
Yeah, but I mean, back in 2007, I just didn't feel right, and I respect my husband for just, you know what? You don't want to change your name, you're totally fine with it.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it's not really important. The fact that you're getting married is what's important, right?
Yeah. Although I don't know if that's a big responsibility for people in this 2025. I think they're more for like a career and make something for themselves.
Society's changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same, and particularly wages haven't kept up. I mean, we're doing this. Wages have not kept up. A single man cannot support a family anymore.
That is very, yeah.
2 cars.
Mm-hmm.
A full family vacation every year. That does not exist anymore.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
So women have had to join the workforce, and society has changed to that culture has changed.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why it's more important now for anyone to like not only make a job, but I feel like now to become something for themselves and not necessarily a 9 to 5. Like, I think creating like a business, or I don't know if corporate world is what it once was.
No, not at all.
I feel like to really make it work, especially for these kids, it's either you got to make it out in social media, content like all the time, or if you're really passionate about something, a small business may be like the route to do.
And it's difficult because the failure rate on that's pretty high,
Mm-hmm.
You hear the success stories, but it's more common to not succeed in that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I feel like corporate is not even hiring enough people.
No.
No.
Yeah, the unemployment rate is higher than what Department of Labor
Yeah, we went to the mall yesterday, and one particular, we was in Aeropostale, and there was just one worker at the cash register. And we're like looking around, and there's no one on the floor to help or folding or doing anything. Basically, you can walk in that store, take a bunch of shirts, and run out, and you'll be fine with not getting caught. And we witnessed that in a couple of stores where people were stealing and getting away with it.
Eventually, they've calculated it out. It's cheaper just not to have the workforce, right? Not to pay the wages. And yeah, it's horrible. You were telling me about this one poor cashier. I felt that. This one poor person has so many responsibilities shoved it onto them.
Mm-hmm.
That struggle is real.
Yes. As you know that.
Very intimately, firsthand.
Yeah. I think people are not hiring because it's a way for them to save money.
Yes, that is exactly it. Because the bottom line is, profits. The line must go up.
Yeah, and groceries are not cheap. Going out to dinner now, it's like not even, used to be like a weekly thing. Now we do it like maybe once a month. And it's more of an experience like, okay, we need to treat ourselves because it's just too much money now.
Right. I really don't have anything to add to that because that's just absolutely it.
Mm-hmm. It's, yeah.
Wages have not kept up with it.
Yeah. I have to second guess before I buy a shirt or something. Well, yeah, I went to Primark for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, a $3 sweater. I had to get it. Or a $5 like long sleeve. Like, oh my God. Because I refuse to shop at like Shein or Temu,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's direct to buyer.
Yeah, no.
It's not the worst. It is. There's a reason it's so cheap because they have, slave employees and no environmental standards,
Mm-hmm.
and their products are quite literally poison and cancerous. But
Yeah.
it is affordable.
Yes, it's affordable. I won't give the company, though, my credit card information. I don't trust them.
That's fair. I think there's a third-party processor, partially for that reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they process their payments. Sorry, I have kittens running around. Externally.
What are your kittens' name?
It's funny because I did not name them. I did not memorize their names. So one is named Shadow.
Okay.
I did not know the name of the other one offhand.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. In fact, I'm considering evicting them from the premises. And rather throwing them off the road.
Oh my gosh.
I should have done that before we started this.
That's okay. It's alright.
Well then, I'm looking at your notes here.
Mm-hmm.
And we might as well get on this.
Before we start, we didn't even say like what this idea came about, why I chose you.
You have the floor.
So, it was last year at the end, I expressed to you that I feel like we put ourselves on so much pressure with life. We portray ourselves, and I think that's where the notes come about, where we have to feel the need to make our lives like it's perfect. We post on social media. We talk to people. We're all at smiles, but it's like, do we even care to be there? Or do I even want to put the smile on? Or why do I have to feel the pressure of making it seem like everything is perfect when it's not, but yet we hold ourselves back, if any of that makes sense.
It does absolutely make sense. And I was going to say, people have I hate to use the word persona, but in the different personas and different identities they're, online and offline
Yeah.
selves are two different entities.
Yeah.
And online, you try to present yourself as this perfect, idealized version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it is difficult because if you were to go online and just, oh yeah, I got this mental health issues, I've got anxiety and the life, no one's going to read it.
Yeah.
No one's going to care.
So I came up with the idea of I have this YouTube channel. I was documenting my cancer journey, which you never saw. I'm putting you on the spot. And my appointments got less and less and less. And I'm like, well, what's next? Why not document my life journey? Why not document my feelings? And it's not my feelings towards anyone or anything. It's just what's inside of me. I changed as a person. I don't think the old me who previously went through cancer, would you and I be talking? I don't know. And I feel like because of my cancer journey, and at the same time you were going through your own personal journey, that's what brought you and I together. And we started talking, and a lot of our conversations... Okay. And a lot of our conversations, we would talk one deep. I feel like you would open up, and I would listen. Two, there are times where you and I will not see eye to eye, but we respect what we're saying, and at the end of the day, we'll end our conversation on a good, respectable level.
Yeah, it's foundational.
Yeah, yeah. So, when I came up with this idea, I was sitting down, and I'm like, listen, I need to start speaking my feelings, and just hope that what is this, a podcast that I'm doing, that someone will watch. Someone will say, you know what, I can relate. And if she's okay, I know I'll be okay in the long run. And of course, the number one person I thought of doing this with was you.
And again, I thank you sincerely for that.
You're welcome. And anyone watching, we are cousins. He is the baby cousin of the cousins.
I'm a senior citizen.
Yeah, you say that. And when we first started talking, I had no hair. So, and now...
I still have no hair.
Yeah, you still have...
I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, it's totally fine. So hopefully you and I, I can change it up and have other people, or you and I can continue this. It's going well so far.
I'm happy to hear that. You should have other guests.
Yeah, let's see. Anyone who wants to guess, I'll do the YouTube thing. Comment down below.
And there we go.
There we go.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Meow off in the distance.
So, I know you were looking at my notes. I sent you some stuff.
Yes. I have a total of 6 points here.
Oh.
And the very first point was, why do we feel we have to make other people happy rather than ourselves? And I guess you touched on that in your introduction.
Yeah. Of why. And that's something where I think for me, I don't know if we grew up like that.
You keep talking, I am going to...
Okay.
You belong to here. No.
And they came back in.
Come on out, and the other came back in, but you no longer allowed to be here. You're not paying rent. Okay, I apologize for that.
Yeah, so portray, something I realized throughout the years is I have put my family first, then myself. I've definitely helped. I mean, I give my husband credit. Yeah, he takes care of me and my daughter, but I like to put myself that I helped him get to where he is in life.
Right.
I helped him with his job, like getting him this to where he's at. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that stuff, so I'm not going to say it. But everything he has, I like to say, is because I always supported him, put him first, made sure he got to where he was.
Yes.
As far as my daughter, hands down, I wake up because of her. I go to sleep because of her. I do everything. But meanwhile, I'm still that stay-at-home mom and housewife at the end of the day. So I don't really...
That's incredibly valid. It's incredibly important. That's what used to be the bedrock of society. That used to be the norm.
Yeah. So I feel like I've never became anything for myself because I always put people first. And it goes back to, honestly, my niece, where 21 years ago, my sister needed to go back to work, and she didn't trust anyone to watch her daughter, and I said, I'll do it. And from my niece, I took care of my nephew. I've always, see them as my own. And
Sure.
I'll always put them first. And then I got pregnant, and I've never really got a job or really did anything for myself. It doesn't have to be paycheck wise. It's just never thought of myself.
Right, pursued your own passions.
Yeah.
Or even took the time to discover what you would like to pursue.
Even when I first came out with this channel, my first video was a day after I got my diagnosis. I never shared that video. I've never shared that cancer journey. I've always posted it, but I've never shared it because I was too scared to be judged. I was too scared to show everyone that vulnerable side of me.
Right, that's an incredibly powerful feeling. Yeah. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. Well, not that particular situation, but the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it isn't easy putting yourself facing the public with that.
And a part of me feels like, not a part, I do feel like you did the same too. Where you never put yourself first.
It is arguable. And, my entire adult life, and even before then, I was primary caretaker of my parents, which was a choice that I made, and a choice I would make again.
Same here. I will say, if my sister had another kid and said, I need a babysitter, I'd be like, I'm here. I would never change that.
Right.
I would never change being that housewife so my husband can make it out in the world, or be that stay-at-home overprotective mother. I wouldn't change any of that for anything.
Because it's incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I can relate to. But to go back to that point you're building, then yes, it I guess developmentally stunted me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's costs to it. It's a choice. There's trade-offs. There's costs to it, but it's a cost that, again, is rewarding. I'm happy to have done it.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't change it for anything.
So, yes, that I can relate to.
Yeah. And we'll see. I don't know where, I'm hoping we branch off, or, you know what? We should make it about us. And I feel like you are on that path of independence.
Well, I no longer have dependents, so it's
Right.
really anyone for me to
But
support but myself.
so do you think is it something that you're happy about, or do you feel like, shoot, I'm being forced into the world and
I was shoved off into the world without a choice. I would much rather have my parents around. It was a happy dynamic. We were happy.
yeah.
My mother played video games. My mother played World of Warcraft.
I can't imagine your mom playing video games.
Oh yeah, she played World of Warcraft, and she got into the culture. She would rage. She would swear at enemy players.
Wow.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to use profanity here on camera, but
I'm gonna beep.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, but I can see her cursing though. I can see her on the screen play her game and cursing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
my dad was a huge Farmville guy. Like he'll come home, be on that computer, and play his Farmville.
This is by design. It's designed to be addictive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. It's a good story.
Yeah. So.
Let's see here. The next item on the agenda. We're running 2 more minutes. Why is it okay to be fake with people when all you want from them is to be real? And
Well.
There's these sort of implied pressures. You have to present a version of yourself. You know, who has time to go into the myriad of issues that we're all suffering with? The whole 3 hours. That's what therapy is for at that point, right?
Huh. Yeah. But I guess that's also a trust issue. Because you trust, like, everyone to really have, like, that deep conversation with? Do you really trust everyone to... Like, sometimes it's better off being fake and just smiling at people than to have a real conversation with them.
Right. Because, yeah, again, you know, the time and the mental energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the end, probably nothing will even get resolved. So
Yeah.
It's a whole endeavor.
All right, I'm getting my meeting this is gonna end in 10 minutes.
Now we have to start wrapping it up.
Yeah. So I think with that, I'm gonna have to reread it. What was that again? Why
is it okay
to be fake?
with people now?
I think because, that's a good one, because I think that's an easy way out. Be a people pleaser.
Right.
So
yeah, because it's just non-confrontation.
Yeah.
And you end up avoiding conflict.
Yeah. And I think these stuff has to, I mean, does it make sense then to have that person in your life if you feel like you need to be fake?
It then becomes incredibly transactional. What value do you derive from this person?
Yeah, like, are they that important to have them in your life, type of thing. That's a good dot ending question there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't worry, I have the time left button going, so we have 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
So I think with that statement,
I'm wrapping this up.
yes. No, it's okay. I really enjoy this.
Likewise, thank you. It was actually it's good to be able to speak in this sort of way.
Yeah, we should.
These kind of topics, and to actually be able to delve into the topics in depth.
I agree. I am willing to do this again with you.
I'd be happy to.
On your next day off, we should do. Because I think it's a good aspect that people get to know you. You're a good fella. We have really good conversations that I enjoy.
Well, thank you. I don't know if I deserve that sort of high praise.
You do.
But I will sincerely accept it. Thank you.
This was really.
I don't know if I'm that brave.
You know what? Take the compliment.
Don't me up too much. You're gonna end up making me spoiled.
Take the compliment.
I have an ego.
Take the compliment and
Okay.
appreciate it. Okay. I screen recorded this. I hope that this is somehow I'll get it to save, and I'm gonna post it. And
Oh, dear me. Hello, world.
Hello, this is Deon. This is my cousin Deon. He's the littlest. He's the youngest cousin out of 16 of us.
The whole litter.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah. I can't believe we rambled. I can't believe we rambled for like a good half hour though. That
It was enjoyable, and you had an exhaustive set of notes, minutes here.
Yeah, so
we didn't even get the half of it.
yeah, well, we'll get back to it next time. And if you have any topics that you want, Deon, add it on and send it to me.
Very well.
We can mix it up.
I think we're going to end up with a list that will never burn through if I start doing that.
Well, you know what? Before we end this, and this is going to be first of many videos with the two of us, give us a little U.S. history quote of the day or knowledge of the day.
This is way too broad. Give me a decade. Give me something to work with. Or area of government, branch of government. Or give me a country in the world. So I'll talk about how the U.S. is.
You know what? Let's go with Germany, because you were talking German earlier.
Now, the U.S. has had a very complex history with the Germanys. In fact, yes, because Germany hadn't become a country until 1871. And when they became a country, we had cordial relations with them. And because of the majority of the ethnic makeup of the United States, I'm not sure if that's still the case to this day, is majority German Americans, Americans of German descent. I don't know if that's still the case today because Hispanic Americans have grown in proportion to our population. Anyway, that went well until the First World War, kept cordial relations until the Second World War. And in fact, there was even a pro-Nazi movement in the United States, which, so to say, the whole white supremacy. But then, West Germany, we essentially vassalized them. And now, today, the United States and Germany has an extremely strong relationship. The United States is one of Germany's closest partners, and we view Germany as our primary contact in Europe outside of Great Britain. And Thank you, I'm done. I kind of rambled.
Yeah, he can go on over and over with all this. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. I really enjoy this, so we should do it again.
And thank you for allowing me to speak about our fatherland, Deutschland.
I think that's how we'll do it at the ending of all our videos. You give us a knowledge.
I don't know if I have that much knowledge to impart, but I would relish the opportunity.
All right. Well, see you next time.
I had to sing it. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
How do I get out of here? I'm trapped.
It's called exit.
Okay.
You're screaming left. All right, guys. See you next time. We got this. Mwah.